at DreamHack Atlanta.
Team arm crossers versus team no arm crossers.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. You are exactly correct. And now you are looking at Team Liquid on your screen there. Sub-Zero, Eco Stellar, and then the Shadow Man of Spartan rejoining this roster after they let go of Ace, who's no longer in Pro League, but back on straight ripping. But Team Liquid is who we're talking about today, and they are looking to bounce back, get back into this one, prove that they can still put up a fight against some of these top teams that we have in Pro League, namely Envy, Optic, and Splyce, and they get to show their efforts against Splyce here today.
Yeah, the patented symbolic sway is what I'm going to call that one from now on. Getting warmed up before the series. Great coach. Meanwhile, on the other end, you're going to have Team Liquid. Like you said, they had the team change. They picked up Spartan. Maybe they should have never dropped Spartan in the first place. He fits in very well with this squad. They didn't have the best week one, but they had a great day two. Can they do this? This would be huge for them, taking down Splyce, the Atlanta DreamHack champions. I'm looking at the game type right now. The first game type, we'll highlight all of them soon, but CTF Fathom, it looks like it could potentially be the first game. There it is, Eden Slayer, game number 2. Plaza Strongholds, game number 3. If we go to game number 4 and 5, which I hope we see, CTF Coliseum, and then Truth Slayer. Kyle, does anything stand out to you in these game types?
It stands out that it's just going to be a bloodbath here. I mean, going up against Splyce, Team Liquid, who's been struggling, only able to pick up 1 win last week, and getting, dismantled from Team Envious like we've talked about before. Now they get to showcase their skills against Splyce here. Splyce fell 0-3 to Optic Gaming. So now this is going to be, in my mind, Team Liquid's chance to prove that when they made that team change, that it was beneficial to them. They have more time underneath their belts. They've got 2 match days down already. They've had some additional practice time, and now they get to showcase what they're able to bring to the table here with this new lineup against Splyce.
Yeah, exactly. These are the type of series where you have to win one that you're the underdog in my opinion, to make that big statement. And we've all talked about how maybe Liquid was going to be the team to eventually dethrone the Optic or dethrone Envy when Envy was winning as well. Well, guess what? Liquid, they haven't put in a win up in Halo 5 quite yet, when everyone thought that they were going to be the team to do that. They still can be the team to do that. Is this the roster to do so? I don't know. We could see a lot just from this series, whether it's close or not. They want the debut. They don't care if it's a 3-0, 3-1, or a 3-2. Splyce, they are definitely the favorites here. Kyle, I want to get your prediction how you think this series is going to end.
I kind of think it's going to be a 3-0 Splyce, honestly, unless Liquid can really turn this around, and unless they've improved before. I think they've got so much weight on their shoulders to show up and perform that this Splyce squad might be able to run away with it.
And 3 people pushing out over towards the left side. That's going to be Shooter's right side. That should give some good information, and that's also going to allow all the players that want to push top center for Splyce a free route over there. Now, you do have one player getting aggressive and pushing into the front of the base. That is going to be Spartan. He has to win this fight, though. Big fight inside the base, and Splyce and Shooter going to take that one. They're also in a good position to run this flag, and that's exactly what they're doing. Clutch kill there from Eco. He's going to get called out, no shields, though, so we'll see if Spartan and the rest of Team Liquid could answer this flag run response. It's still being ran. You do have slays going on over to Team Liquid, so it should slow this thing down a little bit. Another kill going on over, but Shotzi and Shooter are currently putting in work, and you see Shotzi still has that railgun and the flag.
Yeah, he's starting to run that flag. He's also got camo and railgun. Wow, what a railgun shot. Picks up the kill there and stays alive. Shotzi, just what a monster this kid is. And that first flag cap, less than a minute, or actually 1 minute exactly into this game. Splyce in the lead.
7 kills to 3 kills currently. Make that 8. Shotzi with 4 kills. More than all of the members of Team Liquid combined. A lot of that has to do with this beginning strategy. Not very wise for Team Liquid to not allocate any resources towards the railgun.
Wait, they had the railgun to start.
Well, nobody even went top center, though. That's the problem, is you can get the railgun and you can get the nice, thought of getting it to start. But if everyone's top center and you have to fight looking up to them, and they also have the camo, you're not in a good position, especially when they're also running that flag. So now one guy alive again. It's going to be Sub-Zero. So Stellar getting that nice kill onto Renegade is going to stop the bleeding just a little bit, but you got to get top center pressure here or get inside the enemy treehouse. You see that Eco, he's in a good position potentially to flank. You have Sub-Zero who could potentially flank as well. These are the guys you got to watch out for, and it's going to be Sub-Zero coming in. with 1 kill, but not answering the guy that was no shields. Shooter stays alive and gets the trade. Meanwhile, Renegade, the last guy alive, Spartan, very fast on that objective, running it, but someone did pop up in the elbow. Unfortunate for Liquid that he was there. Renegade getting a kill. Shotzzy getting one as well. Railgun and Camo were on the map, and you do see Boo was the guy to grab that one, and Renegade has the Railgun. So full control again on over to Splyce. We'll see what they can do with it.
Yeah, Boo grabs himself a kill with that Camo. Like we said, they have Camo, they have Railgun. And the most surprising thing about this game so far to me is that Liquid had the Railgun to open it up, but not able to get any kills with it. Now Boo is right in front of Sub-Zero. He's not able to connect on any of these shots and gets taken out. Another 3 dead here for Team Liquid. Last player alive. They're trying to spot him. He's actually in their own base. It's going to be Eco here, trying to set up and play some defense. But look at all these members of Splyce pushing back. Everyone is over by the garage, except for Spartan here, who gets cleaned up by Renegade once again. Sub-Zero's down. That was just 4 dead a moment ago. Eco nowhere to go. He gets taken out yet again, and 2-0. Even when Liquid had 3 members of Splyce down and Renegade was the last guy alive, the flag was being moved, but really had no hope of capping that one as immediately 2 members died.
An insult to injury. Renegade is beating you down with your own team skin, Liquid, so that can't feel good. But can you play it any better than Renegade virtually did with that powerful position? Checking all of the angles, staying alive, baiting numerous players out. Just phenomenal play from Renegade. And now they're running another flag, Kyle. Last guy alive's Eco. He does have good positioning to try to stop this. He's buying some time, but it's not going to happen. Splyce, they're already running the flag in.
Yeah, and that flag gets returned. Flag's in home to score, and Tom 3-0. That game
maybe
was...
your prediction is a little bit more realistic than I thought, Kyle. I don't want to get too ahead of myself.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid, this is a really good team. 4 incredible players. They can easily bounce back, but they got to get that chemistry down. The teamwork has just really not been there for these guys with this roster change.
Unbelievable game.
They took Splyce and Envy to Game 5 in DreamHack, or at DreamHack Atlanta, and like we pointed out in week 1, there's going to be a bit of growing pains, a learning curve, getting comfortable with each other again. But back to the honeymoon conversation, they had a honeymoon, or they don't get a honeymoon this time around, as they've teamed together before. And let's take a look at these stats.
Renegade 13-2. Are you kidding me? Just domination. Yeah, Shooter, he had a great start as well, 8-3-3. But look at that, 13 kills. Are you kidding me? Liquid had 15, Kyle. 15, and Renegade almost matched that individually. 4 minutes, just dominating performance from Splyce, especially the man they call Renegade.
Yeah, and it looks like overall flag grabs was 4-3, essentially. 3 for Liquid, 4 for Splyce. Splyce capping on all but 1 flag capture.
That was a kill that was huge right there. Just to point out, Shooter, he was no shields. He melee one-shot Sub-Zero right there. Sub-Zero had a huge flank. We called that flank out too. He should have got both of those kills. That was a huge play.
Yeah, because Boo didn't even shoot or melee or put any damage out.
All he had to do was melee that guy or shoot him once, and that guy was done for. So very tough game to swallow there if you're Team Liquid. You're going to have to bounce back fast, because this is looking like how their series was against Envy. And Envy just completely mopped the floor with them. So you got to be worried right here. If you're Team Liquid, you got to come out and have a good, strong beginning strategy. That's where it starts, right from the get-go, imposing your will, getting some confidence, getting your feet underneath you. That was just not acceptable for the way that these guys are known to play, how individually skilled they are. I'm expecting them to bounce back here in game number 2. I would be shocked if they were, another, steak dinner here, 50-30 or something like that. Then they have to really evaluate what's going on strategy-wise, because we know they're individually there, but there could be something underlying in this teamwork that could be a problem.
Yeah, and you pointed this out earlier. Roster change period opens up again after this week's matches. So these teams that have been struggling yet to put games or wins on the board, it's definitely a scary moment, as you never know if you're safe on some of these rosters.
Yeah, and when teams are changing constantly, you want to make sure that you're feeling safe, and you don't want to have to be playing for stats. That's the last thing that you want to be concerned with here, is having a strong individual performance going into a Slayer Eden game because you're not comfortable with your position on the team. Boo, he's going to grab the overshield to start. Spartan had reinforcements, but didn't seem like anyone was around to help lay some team shots down, and that's going to be another strong start for Splyce here. Team Liquid, they don't even grab the sniper rifle.
Yeah, that was just an incredible start for Splyce. Once again, they're going to get control of the sniper rifle. That goes over in the hands of Shotzi, as he picks up a headshot with that. And 5-1, overshield over in the hands of Boo Boo Dubu. 3 members dead for Liquid again off of spawn. And Tom, that steak dinner is starting to look like a reality.
Yeah, I don't know if Boo Boo Dubu's playing, 4 versus 4 in the Pro League, or if this guy's just playing SWAT. He's just coming up there, headshotting 2 people, making it look easy. One thing I do want to point out strategy-wise, as Spartan did take the sniper rifle away from Shotzi because they got that kill, which is going to be big. Eco finds another one. But they didn't elect to grab the sniper rifle with the overshield guy. And that's something we've seen Splyce do that fairly well. And you don't want to have the overshield in the sniper rifle because typically you're going to sit back with the sniper rifle. You want to be that guy kind of baiting people out and getting aggressive, utilizing that before it just slowly ticks away and you don't get to use it at all. But either way, it was a disastrous start for Team Liquid. The fact that they did get the sniper rifle and it is in Spartan's hands is going to be great for them. Let's see if Spartan is going to be able to pick up some kills.
Yeah, so he does put some damage down. That's 2 dead here for Splyce. So these last 2 members need to try to hide and stay alive. Now, at least one of them does get spotted out. So Spartan is rotating around, trying to find the location of these spawners here, maintain control, and keep this weapon out of Splyce's hands.
Exactly, and you want to eventually try to get some resources outside, and you want to try to hold catwalk at the same time while watching red window and red platform so that guy can't get lit up because overshield's coming up soon. And we know who got the overshield last time. Spartan, he did see that time, but it was Boo Boo Dubu from Splyce picking it up. So Splyce definitely has this time. They're definitely set up because they don't have blue base. They don't have the sniper rifle. This is their only opportunity to get that and to get back into control. And we'll see if they're going to be able to pick it up. 2 players sitting on it right now. Looks like Shotzi's going to get that one for free, Kyle.
Yeah, and great positioning here from Shooter, just buying so much time for his team. Helps secure the overshield there, takes a body shot. This one is all tied up, but Liquid doing a fantastic job getting back into this one. After a 7-2 deficit to open it up and not having sniper control, they've answered the call.
And we did have a tweet pop up at the bottom right of your screen. If you guys want to see your tweet, make sure you hit us up, hashtag HCS, at ESL Halo. Those are the tags that you want to use. Spartan trying to tag some people of his own. Connecting on a body shot in the security, but nothing resulting of it. Shotzi didn't do much with that overshield either, so good job from Team Liquid not giving up control of the map. That's going to be a headshot onto Boo Boo Dubu from that bottom alley angle. And you can see they're really trying to pinch this area. Shooter, he's going to get a nice Hydra kill onto Eco. The push coming in. Shotzi flying in from top. Renegade coming in as well. Nice beatdown from Stellar there onto Shotzi. Trying to stay alive. Picks up the sniper rifle instead of keeping the green gun. Right play here is going to be able to connect on the shots with Renegade. He is. Huge kills from Stellar, but Boo Boo Dubu going to answer right back. Spartan still has a sniper rifle of his own, and he's going to be able to double up on this ammo. 3 dead for Splyce. This is looking great for Liquid. This is what they needed. They bounced back after the rough start. They haven't even gotten an overshield yet in this game, and they still have a 2-kill lead.
Yeah, and it looks like rather than doubling up on that ammo, Spartan does elect to allow Sub-Zero to grab it here. So it looks like a pretty good collapse coming in for both teams. But Splyce, 3 dead, make that 4 dead for just picking up 1 kill onto Eco. So what was once a 7-2 lead, and we were talking about steak dinners for a minute, has turned into 20-15, a 5-kill lead here for Team Liquid.
Yeah, still a 5-kill lead, and Spartan did eventually double up on that ammo. And he's in a really great, powerful position here. Overshield coming up again. We haven't seen an overshield going on over to Team Liquid. This could be their opportunity. Spartan crouching inside the outside area. Oh, Shotzi with the grenade shot. Can he get this burn? No, that's going to be Zane Sub-Zero picking it up. But I do like where the thought process is from Shotzi coming in there with the grenades right when the overshield was popping up, but didn't have any teammates around him, so he just tried to stay alive as long as possible. Eco eventually going to drop him. Sub-Zero with great control here. He has that overshield, has that sniper rifle. We talked about how that's not the ideal situation. Maybe he wants to drop that over for one of his teammates so he can get aggressive, but he's just going to get aggressive with his own here, charging on over towards blue. I love this play. He wants to get control of blue. That's the ideal setup here for Team Liquid and really any team in this game type. And now he's just out-rotated Splyce. They're not expecting this play at all.
Yeah, well, Shotzi, yes, Shotzi does spot him. Able to get around the corner as well. Overshield is now fully gone here for Sub-Zero, so he still has that sniper rifle.
Got barrel.
Ooh, with a 3v3 situation, managed to stay alive, picks up a kill on the Shooter there for Team Liquid here, and they are taking quite a lead. They are not happy about how Game 1 played out, and they are looking to pick up a steak dinner of their own.
They sure are, and interestingly enough, Stellar is the man going off right now. You have Spartan at +3, Stellar +6, and this is a 10-kill game, and those two guys combined +9. Sub-Zero finding one headshot, looking for some more. Meanwhile, on the other end, you have Renegade. Yeah, he's got a lot of assists, 6 assists, but he's sitting at 1 in 10, complete opposite after that 13-2 performance. Thank you guys for the kind tweets. Really hope you enjoy the casting. Keep those tweets coming in. You know the tag.
Yeah, 32-20, so by no means is this game over, and we've seen some absurd comebacks happen, especially on Eden. This might be exactly what Splyce needs. They just picked up 2 kills, so this is their first real numbers advantage that we've seen in quite some time. Shanzi gets a sniper rifle, but peeks out, and Sub-Zero takes his face right off. Still up by 10. Now, who is going to be able to find that new sniper?
And who's going to be able to find the overshield? Sub-Zero not really helping for that one. I think he's just going to give this one on up. He's just going to continue to bait this old sniper rifle that he got a headshot onto Shanzi. Guess what, Shanzi? He's still looking in the same exact spot. That's going to be good, though, for Renegade. He's going to be able to grab the overshield, maybe get something going as he finds a beatdown onto Spartan. If Renegade gets it going, things could get ugly. Just got to continue to bait these guys out of blue, and that's exactly what Sub-Zero is doing, just masterfully rotating around the map. Hitting someone from one angle, then rotating exactly towards another spot so he doesn't get called out too much. But now the collapse coming in from Splyce. Sub-Zero doing a great job staying alive. His shields do come back, but that's the overshield guy, and that's kind of been the Achilles heel for Team Liquid in this game type. Yeah, they're up 7 kills, but they have not been able to get that overshield.
Oh, and Sub-Zero just juking and jiving around and helps pick up the kill onto Renegade, who had the overshield. Sub-Zero going extremely clutch to maintain this lead, because that almost spiraled out of control. Had they been able to get that weapon out of his hands, maintain control, be looking at just a few kill differential here, and power weapon control to Splyce. So Team Liquid hanging into this one, doing a fantastic job at these rotations. In that kill feed there, Spartan grabs a double kill of his own. Then Renegade goes down, so it's 3 dead once again here. Team Liquid definitely going clutch now.
This is exactly what Liquid needed, and it's even better because they didn't have the ideal start, and they had to fight from being down 1-0 in this game, even being down 5-1 to start. But yet they're still fighting, and they're still in this one, about to tie it up here, as long as they can just get 8 more kills on the board. And again, overshield popping up here in about 20 to 30 seconds. So I would love to see Liquid actually get in position for one and try to close this game out. Heck, you don't need it though. I mean, if you're landing no scopes like that, we saw phenomenal sniping from Spartan. Great sniping from Sub-Zero as well. And even more headshots landing right there. But Stellar, he's been the man this game, sitting at 14, 10, and 6, Kyle.
Yeah, Stellar is going big. Like we said, this team, they have the skill. They just need to put it together, and finally we are starting to see that here. Overshield, however, back over in the hands of Splyce once again with 3 dead here for Team Liquid. Are they able to find any of these snipers is going to be the question here. By no means out of this game quite yet, but they have a big deficit to overcome here, sitting down by 11 kills.
What's fortunate for these guys on the side of Liquid, and that's resulting in the kill that I was just about to talk about, is they weakened Boobadooboo's overshield a lot. By the time Boobadooboo walked away from that, he got meleeed about 3 times. So 49 to 39, that's going to be pretty much it for Splyce. Team Liquid going to answer back with a trade of kills here any second. Phenomenal game for Team Liquid. They, I don't think, got 1 overshield. We did see at least 3, maybe 4 going on over to Splyce. Just great sniper rifle control, great rotations from the sniper rifle guys, and great baiting and switching from Liquid. That's the type of stuff that we expect to see. And you know what? He said, let's just get this game over with. Let's move into game number 3. Eat that grenade. 50 to 39. Team Liquid, they bounced back. You thought steak dinner? They thought something completely different. Now we move into a virtually best of 3.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very uncharacteristic Splyce that we saw that game. So when we take a look at the stats, we'll be able to break that down a little further. But what started off as an amazing opening just kind of spiraled out of control. And kind of, I want to put a lot of that onto Shotzi and Renegade's shoulders, because I think they were playing and just kind of running around, doing whatever they wanted in that game number 1, and carried that over here to this game number 2. And you're going up against Team Liquid here. You're not going to be able to do that. You still need to bring your A game. You're going to be able to take these guys down, because we saw some great rotations from Spartan and Sub-Zero with those weapons, and they just kept picking Shotzi and Renegade apart that whole game.
You look at that and you say, okay, 7-1, overshield and sniper rifle in hand, and that's where Shotzi ends up getting picked off the same spot twice. No, that's not deja vu, Kyle. That's just Shotzi running into the same spot. And I don't think Renegade and Shotzi may be showing enough respect to Team Liquid. And, you know, sometimes you have that type of game and you're going, you know, are these guys just, you know, not trying or whatever it is? No, I don't think it's that. I think, like you said, they're really feeling themselves from game number 1 and then probably realized halfway through that game or maybe a little bit too late that they needed to switch up what they were doing. You could just see that from Shotzi getting sniped in one spot and then going right back to the same exact spot off that next spawn. That's typically something that you're not going to see him do. So we'll see them probably clean up their mistakes, hunker down, talk about what they did wrong here moving into game number 3. Meanwhile, on the other end, probably nothing but positives coming from Team Liquid after that. I mean, everything that they needed to do besides grab the overshield, they did. And even then, when the other team gets the overshield, still having that mentality of keeping your teammates alive, especially with the sniper rifle guy, that tends to be one of the more difficult things to do, is feel like you're comfortable sniping in a scenario where the other team may have blue and may have overshield.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of positives to take away from that game for Team Liquid. And now definitely Splyce's time to bounce back here and prove that they kind of just got a little careless in that game number 2 here. So this is a huge series. Like we talked about before, whoever loses this game probably doesn't stand a chance of being number 1 ranked 2 or maybe even number 2 ranked team here at the course of the end of this regular season here.
Yeah, that's true. And you want to try to get as many W's on the board map percentage-wise, and obviously winning the series extremely important. So that game, so crucial for Team Liquid not to fall down 0-2 in this series, keeping, again, this a virtually best of 3 here moving forward. I believe the next game type that we're going to see is Strongholds on Plaza, which is going to be a very fun game type to watch. We've seen some miraculous comebacks already in this series, already in this day today. Naventic versus Ronin comes to mind immediately, with Ronin just unanswered points after unanswered points. I think they had, what, 80-point run or something like that eventually. Just complete domination, fully possible here. My eyes, honestly, I'm looking for Renegade and Shotzi here. That is a very, very uncharacteristic game from them, combining for a massive amount of deaths. We'll see what they're able to do here at Strongholds Plaza.
Yeah, lots of action opening up here in the yard. Renegade went to contest that, but 2 members from Team Liquid push into the base and are able to secure that, grab themselves a kill, and Shotgun now in Stellar's back pocket. It's a big opening win there for them, and any of those players been taken out. You might have seen Splyce focus on basement, but they elect back to a little bit of a standoff here. They are focusing on basement with only 1 player down there trying to pick up some more kills.
Yeah, one of the things off the screen that's pretty big right now is Boo Boo Doo, who has the camouflage on over towards the loop area. He's the last guy alive. Yeah, that's bottom middle, eventually going back on over to Team Liquid. Can he get the kill? He does. He does get hit with the green gun, though, so going to have to try to stay alive and keep his shields. Has a couple players collapsing. Nobody popping on the radar. There's the grenade coming in from the death screen. That's going to be Stellar eventually pushing over. Shotgun not even going to land. Renegade finds a kill, but he is the last guy alive. Most likely going to drop any second. All 4 dead here. Team Liquid carrying the momentum from the previous game right on over to this one. They're going to have a temporary triple cap. They could keep this triple cap a little bit longer. They spawned everybody inside of blue there for Splyce. This is the perfect setup right now for Team Liquid.
Yeah, finally we're seeing the Team Liquid that we knew could perform at this level. Just that game 1 kind of ran a little bit out of control for them, but they are answering the call, bouncing back here with a great lead, and potentially about to pick up a few additional kills here if Eco is able to stay alive. No, unfortunately, 2 dead now for Team Liquid. Bottom mid's being captured here. Will pick up the kill there. Shotzi's got himself a double. Potential for a triple right in front of him. A missed melee. That's a trade, but the reset does come in here for Liquid.
Yeah, big reset there for Liquid. Liquid wishes that they could have been milking this triple cap a little bit longer. If they were, they'd probably have about 40 points and counting, maybe a little bit more than that. But Yard eventually went on over to Splyce, and that's what you got to do if you're Splyce. You got to stop the bleeding eventually. Renegade, he's going to get his shields back, but he is the last guy alive right now. And now Spartan pushing, getting aggressive on over towards the yard. Can they get that final kill onto Renegade, who's fairly weak? The spawners popping up on over towards the tram side. There's the people popping up in blue for Splyce. So Spartan going to be aware of that. He's going to respond to the call out. Everyone pushed from blue to bottom middle. So this should be fairly easy pickings for the Team Liquid squad. A little bit too aggressive there if you're Splyce. You need to get slays. You need to get on the board. You need to get control here. Team Liquid, this is a masterful game so far. Look at this triple cap in effect, Kyle. We said if their triple cap before lasted a little bit longer, it could have been ugly. And Heck, they're making it ugly right now. 50 points and counting. Triple cap still on the board. Complete 360 from what we saw in game number 1.
You're absolutely correct. I mean, even you just saw on Renegade's screen, there's a player S4 who just dropped down and came up behind him. Renegade doing what he can to try to stay alive here. Might have even naded his teammate, but looks like it will still be okay. Shooter is able to back down and stay alive. But 62 points on the board. Triple cap for so long in this game. I predicted a 3-0. I could not have been more wrong so far. Looks like Liquid is answering the call.
Yeah, and they need to get this nest if you're Splyce. That was the big focal point right there, and they were just a little bit too slow, a little bit too spread thin. Now you see players pushing on over towards bottom middle, so there's definitely some miscommunication going on. Are they able to take bottom middle? They are, so kind of stolen right from under Liquid's nose. Liquid, with their first mistake of this game, we're going to see if Splyce is going to be able to capitalize. They're not in the greatest of positions right now. You do have Renegade potentially flanking down from bottom middle. Looks like he's going to go on towards the awning and work with Boobadooboo for a little bit of a bait and switch. Shotzi going to rotate on over towards Flowers. Another player going to anchor from the glass area. You see Liquid, they've rotated down towards bottom center, so it's going to be Splyce trying to rotate, maybe get that reset towards bottom middle, and then capture Nest instead as Renegade finds a double kill. This is very possible for them to get this triple cap.
Yeah, but how long will they be able to hold it? Because at least 3 make that the 4th member of Liquid decides to go loop here instead. Boobadooboo got to be listening to those call-outs there. The shotgun doesn't take enough damage to kill him, but we saw some hit markers come up there. Either way, works out still in their favor as lots of teamwork coming out of Splyce, and they're able to secure the kill, keep Boobadooboo alive.
Yeah, and great pre-grenade right there into the Flowers hallway, making their way on over towards the yard. Has to connect on the shotgun. Stays alive instead. It's a good play. Now he can help bottom middle. Has to realize that player's over towards his left. Doesn't. Spartan with the perfect shots. Can he capture bottom middle? This would be huge for Team Liquid. The reset comes in. Renegade gets that kill with the battle rifle. Another reset potentially coming on over towards the nest. Doesn't realize there's a player S4 though, so nice sneaky play there from the camo player. Getting the back whack. That's going to be Stellar finding the double. Can he get the triple? Oh, what a ground pound right onto Shotzi's face. Triple kill for Stellar. He went huge in the previous game, continuing to do so here. Nice comeback from Splyce overall. It was 71-4, now 71-46 and counting, but that was a huge missed opportunity. If they were able to find Stellar S4 there, they could have potentially ran the board there. Now Liquid is going to be putting points on the board and trying to close this game out to go up in the series 2-1. Nobody would have expected that.
Yeah, Stellar going monstrous with this camo here. One of the best camos we've seen in use here today. Nope. And it might still be happening, but he stuck himself. That was almost a great, suicide kind of charge there. Yeah, exactly, but not going to work out as they do take him out and manage to stay alive.
Yeah, now you have about 3 spawns if you're Splyce to go and make your push. Camo is going to be popping up during those 3 spawns, so you got to be very aware of that one. Don't want to give that on over to Liquid. You also don't want to give over yard for a triple cap, because then the game's pretty much ending immediately if you're Liquid. There's the push coming in, 3 dead. Stellar now the last guy alive. He pushes on over towards the yard. So bottom, middle, and Nest is going to go on over. It's going to be a rotation towards the yard. A little bit out of position maybe if you're Stellar, but still nonetheless you do have a little bit of room to work with here. Only 50 points on the board for Splyce, but we saw they went on a very nice run before, Kyle. Nothing's really stopping them from doing it again. You got to get this camouflage for both of these teams. That is the big focal point right now. Good distraction from Boobadooboo on over towards the yard area. Is that going to buy enough time for Shotzi to rotate towards the camo?
Yeah, it looks like he'll be able to get over here. Whether or not he's able to stay alive, that's another question. Great shots, take Stellar, no shields. None of his teammates are able to clean that up though, and he stays alive. His shields are coming back right now. That camo should be up. Where
is everybody?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. It looks like everybody is almost dead here for Splyce, but just as I say that, he will be able to push down. Gets 2 kills bottom center. There's a 3rd player here, but Sub-Zero goes big with a kill of his own. Reloads at the wrong time. Oh, and does help secure the kill, so it still works out the same kind of difference there. But look at the score here, Tom. Finally grabbing some more points for Splyce, but they don't have a lot of room for error anymore as this one is right towards the end.
Yeah, they have to capture bottom middle immediately because it looked good. Yeah, they were getting yard, but it was taken towards the Nest side for Liquid. They're going to take game number 3, and they're going to go up in this series 2-1. 100-60, I mean, that was a dominating performance from Team Liquid. The triple cap, it lasted fairly long. They didn't allow Splyce to maintain control for too long. Yeah, a good 46 points put on the board. But like we said, when you have so much of a lead, you have a little bit of wiggle room, and just really great plays from Team Liquid individually and as a team to go and potentially get their biggest win of the Pro League.
Yeah, so looks like finally Team Liquid, with the exception of that first game, is answering and coming up showing why they are a top 4 team, consistently have been, regardless of who their fourth is. Stellar having a phenomenal game, 16 kills, 7 assists, 10 deaths, so leading the pack here across the board, also with the most strongholds captured. So he's been running around, doing the objective work, picking up that triple kill with that camo as well. And, you know, ultimately, it just looks like Splyce is just disorganized, and Liquid is taking advantage of that.
Yeah, the communication from Splyce, that is definitely what's lacking right now. They are kind of running around, doing things. This is an amazing, amazing kill right there. Keep in mind, they had a triple cap going on right there if you're Splyce. He was the last guy alive, I believe. He was camo, came down from S4, got the assassination, gets the cleanup kill, and then ground pounds Shotzi, who was in a position to potentially see where he was at and try to get a trade in kills right there. He stays alive with the camo. They stopped the triple cap. I don't think that Splyce put on many points on the board, if any, after that, after they milked those last couple of points of that triple and double cap, because Team Liquid retook control and didn't let go. So Splyce here going into game number 4. I believe obviously it's going to be a CTF. I think it's Coliseum this time around. You got to get some weapons in your hands. You got to get Renegade going again. He was a huge reason why they won game number 1. But I'm seeing, you know, a couple of misplays coming in from the Splyce guys. They seem to be, like you said, a little bit disorganized, and that's pretty untypical from them. But at the same time, you have to give credit to where it's due. It's because of the amount of pressure and teamwork that Team Liquid is using.
Yeah, I mean, generally you see Splyce having just insane teamwork where somebody pops out and you get 2 to 3 members shooting at him. What we're seeing, though, is every time Liquid goes around a corner, they're getting back smacks and putting damage down, picking up free cleanup kills. Stellar picking up a ground pound with the camo as well. They just can't predict where Liquid is going to be right now, and Splyce is really going to have to turn this one around. But Capture the Flag Coliseum is their game type to do it. We saw what DreamHack Atlanta was like when they matched up against Optic Gaming here, so I would have to say this has got to be one of their better game types.
Yeah, we could be seeing a game 5 here. Would be extremely exciting to see if that was the case. We're starting this one off with Eco. He made his way down towards bottom middle. Thought he was going to contest rockets, but instead he's getting lit up from behind. Renegade and Shots, he's going to find a couple kills. Shooter going to find one as well. Now Eco, the last guy alive. I'm sure they would have called him out down towards this area, but instead they're just going to leave him. Shooter still looking down there. They're not aware that he already clambered up. Can Shooter at least get a melee off? No, shoots him once. Rocket coming in from Renegade. That's good. That's good for Liquid. Last guy alive ends up distracting enough just to buy a little bit of time, and that's pretty much all you need.
Yeah, and as we can see here, Stellar's like, peace, I'll see you guys later. But he had the sniper rifle, so it was a good play, actually. The last thing you want to do is put that in the hands of Shotzi or Renegade. We've seen what they're able to do with this weapon here before, but the aggression is definitely coming in here from Splyce. Renegade with these rockets now has picked up multiple kills here.
Oh, counter pull is coming in. So this is a flag run going on over towards the elbow. I'm not sure who it was that ran that flag. I believe it's Spartan. Great job from Team Liquid. Are you kidding me? It looked like Splyce was going to push in with the weapons. Renegade, he's had rockets the entire time. Stellar just drops him right there. But Spartan, he flanks down low, goes and grabs the flag as Splyce is starting to push in, and it results in a flag capture because Splyce isn't able to clear out the base. That rocket, what happened to that rocket?
What?
Wow, that is extremely
down on his body
unfortunate. That was I don't know if a grenade potentially blew that rocket, and if that can affect the projectile eventually, or if that was just a blank rocket overall, but that is extremely unfortunate. It definitely should have done tons of damage, if not get the kill. So let's see if Splyce can kind of brush that off. Missed opportunity there by them. But still, you got to give props to Spartan and this Liquid squad just for squeaking out that first cap. Getting up like that is big. Now they only need 2 more to close out this series. And we've been talking about it all day, just how important this series is. The match of the day, pretty much. Not official, but that's what we're calling it.
Rocket launcher ready.
And now Splyce going to try to regroup here because that is not the position that they were expecting to be in right when this series started. Keep in mind, they won game number 1, 3-0 in 4 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah, but since that's happened, they've not been able to get anything going, and it's been all Team Liquid since then. Renegade picking up a perfect kill, and then Shooter missing that rocket because the player was already dead. So not that it's a bad thing to have happen, but that's one less rocket you can take going forward here to secure kills. Just things not working out in their favor. Lots of times you'll see just no-scope after no-scope connect from Shotzi and Boo Boo Doober, Shooter, these players. But this time around, they're just milliseconds off of having success.
Clean shots from Renegade. Good bait and switch going on over towards the flag. Where he's going to pull this one. He gets pre-grenaded perfectly from Eco, who is having a phenomenal game. Just want to go through the kills really quick. Eco has 9. The rest of his team has 9 as well combined.
Wow, so Eco doing an amazing job here at slaying Splyce. Both flags are out. Splyce's flag is being moved. Liquid's just gets returned. They got to immediately double back, but that's going to be smart, putting in the second flag capture right under Splyce's nose. And yeah, Tom.
They're getting outslayed, by the way, just so you know. Splyce has 4 more kills than Liquid right now, and the score is 2-0 in favor of Liquid.
Oh, and look at that.
Gotta win this 1v1. Whoa, big kill from Boo Boo Doo right there. His shot, it's been pretty consistent, but Stellar, he's been shooting fairly well. So that was a big win there. That's gonna allow them to get this flag cap.
Yeah, it looks like they will be able to go ahead and put this one in. Nobody from Team Liquid able to contest that. Renegade had sniper rifle, just gets taken out. Last 2 members of Liquid were defending, but that Spartan with that sniper rifle now. Let's move over on board with him. He's got plenty of ammo left, and he is playing aggressive. He's been the one to pull both flag captures so far, right under Splyce's nose like we called out, and now he's pushing back into the base with the sniper rifle once again. And wow, he's able to get this around the corner.
He should have tossed out to Eco and got his shields, but instead that player that spawns doesn't shoot him. Now he's gonna get his shields back. Thrust slide coming in. Desperation gonna set in for Splyce. They need to get this flag guy, otherwise this series is over. There's the grenade. He gets the kill. Renegade's the last guy alive. It's not gonna happen. Team Liquid out of nowhere. Huge win for them.
Yeah, just bounces back after a 4-minute CTF Fathom loss and proves that finally these guys are starting to catch their footing. They pick up a win last week, picks their confidence back up, and now defeating Splyce 3-1. Overall, amazing performance. And finally, this is the Liquid that we can see contest the likes of Envy and Optic. Would have been interesting to see if this was the Liquid that showed up in week 1.
And they got outslayed, Kyle, as well. I believe they got outslayed by 4 kills overall, quick math, but what a series. What a series from Team Liquid. Everybody stepped it up individually. We all saw why this team has come together. Spartan did his thing with the cap to start. Eco had a phenomenal game in terms of the kills and deaths department. Stellar had some phenomenal plays throughout the series. Sub-Zero went off in the Eden Slayer with the sniper rifle, and they come off and pull off a huge upset. Definitely our biggest upset.